Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing good. I thought we would carry on in the staggered journal for Antonio using his magical garden kit. We have a few elements left, and I just thought we could finish this little beauty up. So where we left off, we had done pockets and still was unsure about the cover, but I've had a suggestion for that and I'm probably going to do that. And the only thing I didn't do on camera was I just added the toppers to some of the tags. I didn't ink around them, but I mean that can be done anytime. And I just added a piece of scrap to the top of that little beauty. And then with our little tuck here, I put together an envelope, and I'm actually going to put in a bunch of stuff into this envelope as well, and it'll just stay tucked right in there. I thought that was a perfect little spot for it. And then this is a piece of the trim that I had received from Helen. She's a lovely lady that I get together with once a month at my Leduc Ladies group, and she gifted me some of that and this one as well, and I'm going to use it in little bits in here as well, but just the colors, and it's just little bits of trim and lace and some flower clusters. I mean, so fun. So we'll carry on with that today, and yeah, so I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing pretty good. It's a lovely day here. It's a bit gray, but I mean, you know, it's what it is. So Mel, thank you, Mel. She suggested putting some lace down it and maybe using some of those flowers that I had previously used. And so I thought that was a great idea, and I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna have it off of the edge just a bit so you can see that peeking through. But I'm also going to keep it as a tuck spot. I have bits that I can pop into the pocket as well that can be used. So I hope my glue is gonna work. It's muggy here today. When I got up this morning, it was very smoky, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's too smoky now. It seems to be going away. But I'm just going to add glue to the edge there. And without getting my head in the way, oops, got to bring it over a little. Otherwise it'll be lopsided. Just so that it's coming off, the little edges are coming off there. And I can't do a straight line for beans, so we'll just put it down. There we go. Thank you everyone for all your lovely comments with this project and with the kit. It really means a lot to me that you comment. And so there, it's just kind of peeking out very lightly. So when you close it, then you see that prettiness coming down. Oh, it looks so nice. So I'm just going to trim off the bottom. Could leave it hanging out a little bit, doesn't matter. So there we go. And then I won't add our papers in there yet because it needs to dry a little bit. So these are those 3D flowers, but I just think these look super with this kit. Now, it's just where to add and which one. I already have a flower there, so maybe it could come down a little bit, or even, I want to make sure you see everything, could come down to the bottom. That one's really nice. I'm gonna take off the little backing, of course, because it makes it so big, because this piece is already you know, raised up. So I'm just going to add some glue right where that was. And let me find a little scrap. I gotta have some scrap. I'm going to put it underneath there just so that it doesn't glue shut. It wouldn't hurt it even if it did, because there's a huge pocket there. So, and then I just have the leaves hanging over, which is fine. It's not going to interfere with anything that's going in there. And then I just have these little bits. These were from my Happy Mail from Marnell. Thanks, Marnell. And then this one's just a bit wide, so I'm going to just fold it a little bit and put in these little bits. And then they don't have to stay there, you know, you can add them into other places in the journal, or they can be added, taken out and put into a different journal, right? So there's glue on that. So that's good. Okay. Now I have stuff, we've put stuff in the front, so I'm going to come to the back. What is that? Oh, that's the center string. Come to the back, and then we're going to add a few bits of goodness here. And then this can be, you can make this either a side tuck, a top pocket. You can put it up here and you can have it as an up tuck. You know, it depends on what you're going for. I think I'm going to, what am I going to? I'm going to glue it there, and then I can add some trim or something to it, and I think it'll be a top pocket. So just like that. I'll glue the three sides, the two sides and the bottom. And half the work is deciding what you're going to do and how you're going to do pockets and stuff, isn't it? I'm just grabbing my punch. I'm going to put a little notch. And yes, these are journaling cards, but I'm using this one as a pocket. So there we go. We're a week away from going on holidays, so I'm getting pretty excited about that. Oops, I don't want it right at the bottom. Isn't that what I said? There we go. Just like that. Like, I would use these as journaling cards, but in a different project. And then that can be the tag. This was just one of the cutoffs, and it was backed with coffee dyed paper. So I'm going to round my edges. I just need to grab my rounder here. My card is obviously not straight because it this doesn't go in. but that's okay. I don't mind wonky. Wonky's good. Oh, I don't know why I'm inking. Let me just need to trim this paper on the edge. That's better. Do you have holidays planned? Are you going anywhere? Are you doing anything? I'm gonna see if there's a piece of this I could actually add to the top. I'm just looking at the colors. There we go. Just need to add a little tiny piece of glue there. I just don't want it to get ripped off or something. Well, oh, sticking to me, no wonder it's not going down. So I'm just going to add it like that. Got my little stapler. Oh, it actually went through. And then there's the topper for it. And then that can just get added into there. Move this stuff out of my way. And then where's our flowers? This one was just kind of hanging off the plastic, so might as well use it. But where is it gonna go? Maybe right there. And I'll glue a little extra this time just so I know that it's going to be stuck down and not catching on anything when you're turning the pages and stuff. And so there's our pocket. Just quick little projects, quick little makes, I guess, you know, with the pockets and such. And I have this last sheet. I printed it onto cardstock, but I thought this would be a great little an envelope maybe. Got to be skinny enough that it's gonna fit on our page. Yep, and that'll fit. So I'm just going to trim this down. It's a bit wide. Let me just see here. Because we don't want to waste all of that when I can use that piece for something else. Right, so just kind of measure with my finger where I could cut. Do it this way. I think that's about right. And then this could be used as a bookmark. It can be dressed up and yeah, that'll be all right. And I don't do my, I'm not using my scoreboard or anything. I'm just guesstimating on folding up the top and the bottom. And of course it'll end up shorter, but you know, that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these two little bottom parts that we made just on the edges, and then this whole one, and then I miter in, and that just takes away the bulk in the corners. See, just like that. And then you'll do the same at the top because this is going to be the lid. So I'm going to do the exact same thing and cut out the corners. And if you're not a straight cutter, which I'm not, then it can be fixed before everything's glued down. Right, so there we go. So then we just, and then this will come up, and then this will be the lid. So see, this is not straight. So I'm just going to come back in and I'm just going to give it a little trim. Don't want anything to interfere with the lid. And there we go. So then there's space. I think it's still a bit crooked. You could use your cutter as well if you're not comfortable doing it with your pair of scissors. That's okay too. So then we'll do that. And then for the lid, it's kind of, I just left it kind of straight, but I'm going to see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. I just kind of bring them together. And then hold up. And then it just gives them, and it's pretty much the same cut. You know, you could do them one at a time too, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to add glue. And then I'll add glue to the inside of this bigger flap. And then bring them over. So it's a quick little pocket or envelope. What is it called? A policy envelope. So there we go. I got that pretty bee. And then I didn't ink those other edges, of course, because they wouldn't be seen. But yeah, then you can just come and do some inking. There we go, pretty quick, just like that. I'm hoping my pin is around somewhere. Have a tendency to lose sight of it. All right, and then it can go on one of these pages, and see, it just fits. And then this can be filled with goodness as well. I'm not going to leave the back open at all. I think the envelope is pretty big and you'll get lots of stuff in there. So I'm just going to glue the whole entire thing down. There we go. And I'm not putting it to the bottom. And I didn't glue the lid down because you can close it and put a closure on it if you want. Velcro, since it's already glued down, probably a Velcro dot would be the best thing for it. Or you can do a cluster here and have it tucked in. So, oh, isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous right there. And I know it's in the middle, but it doesn't matter because all these pieces are going to get used. But yeah, I'm just going to add this to the edge of the lid, just right there. And it can come off the edge as well. It doesn't have to be right on. Like, see, it's coming off. Cute. Yep. Love that. Looks very cute. All right, and these white pages we're going to leave, and they can be used for writing. You can add pictures, you can doodle on them. I mean, people like to doodle, and it's nice to have an opportunity and a place to do that. So I'm just going to ink this up. Every little bit gets used. That's what I try to do anyway. I try to not leave anything behind, and that's because, I mean, you're printing it off, so, you know, it needs to get used. And I'm just going to add this as a page edge to it, and I am going to leave it open as a tuck. The more tucks, the better, right? I just need to hold the one side. I'm not going to glue. Otherwise, the plants that are on here will look like they're upside down. Which is, you know, I mean, really, whatever. There, and I'm not even going to add it right to the edge, and then we can still see that beautiful paper even at the edge there. So there's that, and that might be just a little too, I don't want to constrict the closing of the journal, so I'm going to break this out. I haven't got new cutters yet, like new blades, so hopefully it's not going to chew the paper up too bad. It's like all those little hairs that get on. All right. Okay, so these are, I know this one will fit. Perfect. And this one's a little wider, but there's lots of space for the journal to close. But look at that. Okay, so now for the back, I'm not sure what I had decided to do, but I'm going to glue the bottom of our flap, just the bottom, just like that. And if you believe it, I have no pieces left, but I'm going to put that there so you can see that it is a tuck spot, just like that. You can just do the two sides here and have it as a top pocket. You know what? I should do that actually. Just gonna take that off again for a second. We'll just have it as a top pocket. There we go. You know, we have to make use of everything, so this is a perfect opportunity to use these pieces as well, because they are a part of the journal, aren't they? All right, so I'm gonna do the two sides of this one, the top and the bottom, leaving the side open, and that's going to be a side tuck. Right, so let's see what we have here. We have the top pocket. We have a nice sized side tuck. And then with this one, I think I'll leave this one open. And then this last one, I'm going to glue on the two sides. Hopefully you can see that. Just like that. Slide it over. So then this is a really large tag, and I will make a large tag and put that in there. And then these two pages are free flowing. And then you have your top pocket, side tuck. Hopefully that made sense. I'm just gonna grab, see what I have that fits. Oh, I have some of my little cards, but just to show you. So that is a huge tuck spot in there. And then these are on their own. And then this one is going to be, I could probably have made it a side tuck, but it doesn't really matter. And I mean, for this part, oh, it's not glued yet, good. I've just decided I'm going to just make it a little shorter. Just like that, just a little shorter. And it's still taller than the other one, so it's all good, right? Let me get this out of the way. So then we have this pocket. It's still tall, but there's extra room now for you to put something in and out. If you have tall, skinny ephemera bits, you know, then that works out really well. So let me just, I just have a piece of this. I'm just gonna cut it down. And it's just to, I'm gonna put it there to remind myself that it's a pocket. And it's, oh, it's quite large too, which is awesome. So then I can just cut these off. But you know, I don't even have bits left. These are my bits that I have left from the kit. So what if we just do a little collage on it? Might as well. I mean, we're here, we're hanging out, we're hopefully enjoying our time together. I know I'm enjoying it. And then we can just do something with it here. And really, you can do anything you want. If I had more bits left, then I would be collaging a lot more. And I didn't even realize, to be honest, that the bits were just about gone. Otherwise, I probably would have run off a sheet of paper just to do a bit of collaging, but I'm using what's on the desk, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Grab a bigger piece first. And these are just the little cuts from the envelope that we made. So why not? Right, I'm just going to add it there. So it's just layering it, layering things on. My fingers are full of glue now. I don't know. It's just doing. Put some up there. There we go, and then we'll just add it at the bottom. Why not? Come back, add a piece of lace. I mean, I'm just winging it with what I have on the desk now. So but this is what you can do to add elements to your project. Just get pieces together. You can do a collage, you can anything like that. And just make beauty. I'm just adding it right there. Oh, and it opens. I left it doubled. Well, why not? Just give it a little ink. Chunk of glue there. That's those lines now. It's glue. Because it was stuck on the paper. But that's okay. And then I'm going to leave it doubled, of course. I quite like that. And then you can collage the whole thing if you want. You can leave it plain. I think I'm going to leave it plain for writing. You can write on it, you know, whatever. Just quickly do the inside here if you don't mind. Just like that. And let's see if we have a little piece here that can go. I can't put it off the edge because then you won't be able to open it. But oops. Yeah, I'll use this little bit. I left it standing up instead of on its side. So now it's gonna take a minute. Here we go. There we go. So I'm just gonna add it below where it opens and then it doesn't interfere with the fold. All right, so there's that, and that can slip right in the pocket. You can leave it hanging out just like that. Oh, that's very cute. Yep, I like that. And I don't have other bits to play with. The bits are gone. How amazing is that? Let's see. Got this little bit that I was playing with a while back. It looks so amazing. It can go on here. Excuse me. What else do we have? Oh, can you believe it? Not one extra little bit. So, not that piece. I'm just going to pop this one into the other pocket. I just want you to be able to see that you can take anything that you have and create with it. You know, you can just take things like I am off your desk and make something. No stress, like don't stress about it at all. And there we go. You can put a word on here. I have some words here. Let's see what we have. Here's a word. Decoration. That's the word I found. And these are just words out of magazines, excuse me, book pages. You know, like when you're gutting your books, it's great to look at some words on the pages and just cut them out. And then I have a box that I keep all my words in. There, decoration. Perfect. And then that can just slip right in there. And then you have it stuck out like that. And so then in here, because I have no bits left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add bits into it. Like I'll just go into my stash, and I'm going to fill it with some goodness, and there's that. I just trimmed that one down for size, and yeah, so something will go in there, and we've got our really long loveliness in there, and there's some pages here, and we did the pocket and the side tuck in here. So boy, oh boy, this has been so much fun, right? And then on the inside cover, we have our lace trim. We have some little bits in there with a flower. Thanks for that suggestion, Mel. That worked out beautifully. All right, so then we have our fold down for private notes or a special message to someone. And we have our doily with the bee and this little bee. And then we have our pocket with the little tag in there. And then this one is open, and we have our pocket at the back of the flap, just like that. So there she is. This is our creation for Antonio Makes. You know, I'm on his Creative Squad team, and this kit is a magical garden. I love it. It's vibrant, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and I'm still going to be playing with it, but I wanted to do this as my creation for him. So I'm hoping that you all liked it, and I hope you're all making one for yourself. It can be any theme. It doesn't even have to be a theme. It can be, you can just gather your pages together and then just create. And like I said in the previous video, if you don't want to do a long staggered one, you want to have it a regular size, then do it that way. I mean, your pages don't have to stay confined to your covers, right? Your pages can come out, they can be in, they can explode over the top, on the bottom, you know. And if you'd like, we can do one together like that. You just let me know if you'd like to do that, and we'll do it. Because I don't think there should be any confines, any rules in journal making, right? We are creators, we're creating, we're making pretty, and we are enjoying what we do. And that is what it's about. Enjoyment, relaxing, just do it. If you think it's gorgeous, it is gorgeous. All right. Thank you so much for being here today with me. Thank you for all your lovely comments and your messages and your emails. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I appreciate each of you so much, and I can't tell you that enough. And when I get back from holidays, we'll be prepping for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Some surprises coming up, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.